Hi, I'm Sarah. Welcome back to my channel for another Pilates workout. Let's get started. Let's get started standing nice and tall on the mat. We're just going to take a few breaths as we inhale in through the nose, just rotating those shoulders around. Exhale out through the mouth. Inhale, lift those shoulders. And exhale, just thinking about the posture. As we take a nice deep inhale breath, exhale, rolling those shoulders back, sliding the shoulder blades down the back. Just really connecting the breath to the body. Just thinking about posture, drawing up through the legs. Keep the knees nice and soft. Pelvis in a nice neutral position, not sinking forward or back. Just really growing tall through the posture, lengthening through the crown of the head. And again, take a nice deep inhale breath. Float the arms to the side. And as we exhale, we're going to bring the arms in front, nod the chin down towards the chest. And we inhale, open out those arms. Raise the gaze slightly. And again, exhale, nodding that chin down towards the chest. Slight curve in the upper back. And then we inhale, stretching those arms, opening the chest. One more. And again, inhale, lift the gaze. And bring everything back to central. We're going to just take some circles of those arms. So reaching away through the fingertips, keeping the shoulders down. Think about the connection through the shoulders, down the back, lengthening through the neck. Keep the chin parallel as we still lengthen through those fingers, just changing direction now. Keeping those knees soft. Abdominals just starting to engage slightly now. Thinking about the pelvic floor, just changing directions again. And relax those arms all the way down. Just take another roll of those shoulders. Come and stand towards one end of the mat. Take a nice inhale breath here. Bring the posture back, feet underneath the hips. As we exhale, we're going to lift the abdominals, nod the chin towards the chest, but keeping space in between as we exhale to roll down through the spine. Soften through those knees if you need to at the bottom. Keep the chin tucked in. Keep those abdominals working here as we exhale to roll back up, stacking the spine vertebrae by vertebrae. Take a nice inhale breath at the top. And exhale, squeezing into those abdominals, ribs closing as we lift and roll down over the legs on the exhale breath. Keep the chin tucked in, but not resting on the chest. Inhale at the bottom. And then exhale, let's restack vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way back up to standing nice tall posture. Inhale, breath. This time we're going to exhale, rolling down through the spine. As we exhale, we're going to very gently place the hands down on the floor, soften into the knees if you need to as we walk out into a nice strong plank position. So coming out into a plank, pushing back with those heels, shoulders directly over the hands, lengthen through the crown of the head. And then we send those hips back up as we gently walk those hands back towards the feet, pushing into the heels, soften the knees if you need to here. Next exhale breath, just rolling through the spine. And one more, inhale at the top. Thinking about those abdominals engaging, pelvic floor, everything closing and zipping up as we roll down through the spine. Soften the knees as you need to, taking those hands out into that nice plank. If the plank's too much, you can always lower those knees. Sending those hips back up as we walk those hands back, really trying to push down into the heels as we walk back through the hands. And exhale to restack. Just standing nice and tall. One more, we exhale down to the mat. And we're just going to soften into the knees, hands walk out, this time only onto all fours. So just coming into a nice all fours position. So here we want shoulders over the hands. We want the hips over the knees, pushing the shins and the top of the feet down into the mat. Lengthen. We're just going to take a few breaths here. Just make sure those elbows are soft and you're not completely locking out. In this position, we want to be drawing up through those abdominals so we're not sinking down into the middle. So we're drawing through those abdominals, pulling the tummy button back towards the spine. The gaze is down towards the floor. Just take a nice inhale breath here, filling the ribs, lateral breathing. And as you exhale, just again lengthen from tailbone all the way through to the crown of the head. And one more inhale breath. And this time on the exhale, we're going to tuck the tailbone, bring the chin, gaze towards the navel as we arch through the spine. And inhale, bringing it all the way back to a neutral position. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, curl through the spine, navel pulling up towards the spine, and then bringing it back. One more here. As we exhale, tucking through that tailbone, bringing the chin in, and inhale back to a nice neutral position, holding it here. Keeping those elbows soft. We're going to exhale, lengthen through one leg. Now, as you lengthen one leg, make sure those hips don't shift. Make sure you've not completely sunk down into the supporting leg. And we're going to lift and inhale very gently, lightly tap the toe. Exhale, lift, squeezing and activating glutes. Keep lengthening through the spine. Making sure you're lengthening the neck. The gaze is down to the floor. You're not completely losing the head. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap 4 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap, lengthen through that toe. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. 1 more here. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Good. Bringing that knee all the way back in. Readjust as you need to. Making sure you're pushing down into those shins. Your posture hasn't changed. Exhale the opposite leg away. Just take an inhale breath. Make sure the abdominals are activated as we exhale, lift. Inhale down. Just that leg working. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Good. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. 4 more here. Squeezing the glute. Making sure you're not allowing this hip to go all the way up. You want to keep the hips nice and square. 2 more here. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. 1 more. And then gently bring that knee in. We're just going to take a stretch back, seated into child pose. Just stretching out through those arms. And when you're ready, we're going to come all the way back onto all fours. Once again, we're going to extend one leg. So back to the leg you started with. We're going to extend the leg, lift to hip height. We're going to take this down into a single leg press up. So we're going to take the elbows in towards the side of the body as we inhale down, exhale, push. Working those arms now as we inhale, lengthen, reach away, exhale, push. Inhale down towards the floor, elbows in. Really thinking about lengthening the neck, shoulders away from the ears. 2 more here. Inhale, lengthen the leg. Reaches away behind you. Good, and we're going to hold here, and we're just going to make small pulses. Working that leg, squeezing those glutes. Arms and shoulders nice and stable. Lengthen the neck for 4, 3, 2, lengthen the toe, 1, and come all the way back. Once again, just sit back, stretch the arms, and then bringing it all the way back. Exactly the same on the other leg. So, making sure posture's back. Exhale, lengthen through the leg, lift. As we inhale, lower. exhale, push. You might find that one side is slightly easier than the other. Keep those elbows in. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push. Lifting and reaching through that leg. Lengthen the leg away from the hip. 2 more here. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push. 1 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push. Hold here. Small pulses with that leg. Just check in with that hip. Make sure the hip's not lifted. We're in a nice square position. Still soften the elbows. Pulse that leg for 4, 3, abdominals tight, 2, 1. Bring that leg back in. Well done. Sit back. Take a stretch. Stretching out those arms. Nice deep inhale breath. And we're going to return back to all fours in just a moment. Let's bring it all the way down now onto our front. So just gently bring the body down. Lowering the forehead down towards the mat. So we're keeping this neck alignment here. Now when we're in front lying position, legs around about hip width apart. We turn the legs out slightly so the heels are falling in towards each other, forehead down. When we're lying here and we exhale, we want to draw abdominals towards the spine, almost creating a sense of space underneath the tummy. So just thinking about engagement through those abdominals, pelvic floor lifted. We're going to take the arms all the way back. So automatically, we're looking for a slight rotation in the shoulders as we just hold this position for a breath. Take a nice deep inhale breath. Really pushing down with those legs into the mat, ground in the lower body. On the exhale breath, we're going to lift. Keep the chin tucked in, not resting on, but tucked in towards the chest. Shoulders rotate round, sliding those shoulder blades all the way down, working this whole back chain through shoulders, glutes, hamstrings, calves. Inhale gently down. Don't let go of those abdominals. Keep them engaged. Exhale, lift. And inhale gently down. Keep that tension. Exhale, lift. And inhale down. We've got 4 more here. Exhale, lift. Sliding back with those fingertips. Inhale down. It doesn't matter how high up you come. You work to your own ability. Keep squeezing those abdominals. 2 more. Exhale, lift. Sliding back. Keep the chin tucked in. And 1 more. Exhale, lift. And inhale down. We're going to hold this position. Keep the shoulders rotating, pulling back with those shoulder blades as we just take a small lift through the legs. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. If you want to, you can reach the upper body up, holding this stance here, making sure abdominals are pulling in, shoulders are rotating back. Exhale, lift. Inhale down, working alternate legs each time. 4 more. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. 1 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. And very gently just come down towards the mat. Place the hands underneath the shoulders. Now here you might need to take your hands further out. You might just need to readjust very slightly. Keep the forehead down. Keep the abdominal engagement. As we draw away, exhale. Slide the nose along the mat. Lift the chest. Push into those arms. Exhale, lift. Keep the spine and neck in line. As we inhale, elbows in. Bringing the body gently down. Don't let go of the tension in those abdominals. Exhale, slide the nose away. Reach, pushing down into those hands, elbows in. Inhale down. Try not to collapse all the way down into the mat. Try and just keep lifted slightly. As we exhale, push away. And inhale down. 1 more here. Exhale, push away. And inhale down. Good, and we're going to just tuck those toes underneath. And we're going to pull back, all the way back. Let's sit back into that nice child pose again. Just stretching the whole spine here. Nice deep breath. This is your rest time. As we come back now, taking it into the plank. Two versions here. You can plank with the full plank with the feet pushing back, or you can drop the knees. If you need to take a mixture of the two, feel free to do so. So we're going to place the hands underneath the shoulders. Nice deep breath, abdominals engaged. Make sure the shoulders aren't sinking. We're opening up, pushing those shoulders back as we step back with one foot, and then stepping back with the other foot into that plank or half plank. We're going to hold here. Just think about lengthening the spine, soften the elbows, abdominals pulling in. On the exhale breath, we're going to lift one leg. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. We've got for 4, 3, 2, not too high with that leg, 1. Replace the toe, opposite leg now as we lift. Exhale, lift. Good. 4 more. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Come down, back onto those knees. Take a stretch back once again. Nice deep breath. Coming all the way back into that plank or half plank. So again, soften the elbows, step back. Both legs back, lengthen the body. We're going to take it into a slow knee touch. So on the exhale breath, the knee comes round towards the elbow. Inhale back. Just stepping back into that foot, placing it back, keeping some distance between the feet, abdominals pulling in. 4 more. For 4, for 3, keeping those hips in line. For 2, last one here. Good. And once again, bring those knees in. Sit back, stretch those arms out in front. Nice deep breath. Just bringing it now into a side-seated position. So we call this the mermaid position. So we're taking both legs out to one side. We're going to take the arm out a little bit further than the shoulder, because when we push up into our side bend, we want the shoulder to sit comfortably over the hand and not be miles away, putting excess pressure on the wrists. Again, making sure the body's in line, like we're in 2 planes of glass, so you're not sinking and twisting forward or back, or sinking back onto those glutes. So pulling up nice and tall, abdominals engaged. Just going to take a side bend here, so the knees are staying together. And we're going to exhale, abdominals engaged. As we exhale, we're just going to take a nice rounded stretch and inhale down. And again, exhale, reach. Reaching up with those hips, pushing up. And inhale gently back down again. 2 more here. Exhale, reach. And inhale down. 1 more. Exhale to reach up and over. And inhale down. This time we're going to hold the side plank. So we're going to step both feet out. Stacking the feet, you can either stack them on top of each other or take one in front of the other for a little bit more stability. If this is too much, leave the lower knee on the floor just for a bit more stability. We're going to push up into our side plank. So as we exhale, up, exhale and hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale gently down through the hip. And again, exhale, pushing up for 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently down. We're going to take 1 more. Nice deep breath. Exhale as we lift up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, gently coming back down onto our hands. So we're just going to make sure we're sitting nice and tall. We've got the hands towards the bottom, feet hip distance apart, and we're just going to take a few lifts of the hip, making sure the shoulders aren't rounded. We're pulling up, shoulders down, working those shoulder blades back, down the body. As we exhale, we lift the hips. As we exhale, lift, Gently inhale down. Try not to put all the weight down as we exhale, lift. And inhale down, soften through the elbows. Exhale, lift. Abdominals still working hard, pelvic floor engaged. Exhale, lift. Inhale down, one more here. Exhale, lift. And inhale down. Take a nice deep breath. We're just going to come off those hands slightly, bring the arms in front, sitting up nice and tall. And we're just going to roll forward through the spine, just taking a nice spine stretch here. On the next exhale breath, let's restack slowly through the spine. And we're going to come around into that nice side bend, side plank sequence on the opposite side now. So bring those legs round, all the way round into our mermaid position. 4 side bends to start with, and then we're going to take it into the plank. Again, just check the posture. Hands slightly further out than the shoulder, in line with the hip, knees together. We're coming up onto the knees. As we exhale, reach up, stretch, lift the hips, working both waistlines here, both sides of the waist. Inhale down, and again, exhale, lift. And inhale down. 2 more. Exhale, lifting through those hips. And inhale down, last one. Exhale to lift. And inhale down. Take it into full or half side plank now. So just lengthen those legs slightly. Feet in front of each other as we exhale. Lift up into that nice side plank. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently inhale down, using the legs and the hips to come down gently. Exhale, lift for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale gently down. Last one. Exhale, lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently inhale down. Good, and we're just going to bring it to a seated position here. We're going to hold onto those knees. We're going to take a few rolls backwards if you feel confident enough. Just pulling those abdominals towards the spine, lifting into the pelvic floor as we inhale, rolling through the spine. Exhale, come back to seated. Roll and round the spine. Inhale back. Exhale up. Keep this framework. Don't allow the legs to collapse into the body. As we inhale back, exhale up. Let's take one more. Great little massage of the spine as we inhale back. Exhale, sit tall. And we're just going to bring it to the front to a seated position. So just come into seated here. Crossing the legs or take it into a long frog if you want to. We're just going to bring the elbows in towards the body to finish off here with our arm section. We're going to exhale, keep the elbows in as we exhale, taking the arms to the side. So we're rotating those shoulders, squeezing the shoulder blades back. Inhale, bring the arms back. Try not to flare out the upper body. As you exhale, pushing, just working the arms. Inhale, bringing it back. Exhale, open the arms away, keeping the elbows in. Inhale back, 2 more here. Exhale, take the arms out, rotate through the shoulders. Inhale back, 1 more. Exhale. And inhale back. We're going to bring the elbows in and we're going to see if we can just take a cross of the hands here. So we're just crossing the hands over each other side and we're going to pulse up and down. So we want to keep the elbows at shoulder height. They go up and then they come back to shoulder height. Shoulders down. We're going to pulse here for 8, 7, 6. Keep shoulders down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Taking the fists together as we come out, and then squeeze everything back in. Really working on those shoulders through the upper body. Keep the elbows up and then bring everything back in. Use flat palms if you want to. taking those elbows out and then squeeze everything in. 3 more here, out and in for 2, out and in, last one, out and in. Pop those hands back together, squeeze the elbows, and we lift up again for 8, 7, elbows together, 6, 5, 4, shoulders down, 3, 2, 1, hold, good, and gently relax those arms down, out to the side. Just take a few rolls of the shoulders here. Bring in the body posture nice and tall as we just take a few deep breaths. Good, one more. And you are finished. Thank you for joining me today. See you soon.